This speech is to inform people of my testimony. So growing up, I didn't have a really good life. My dad died at the age of 5, and it was just horrible. It was just me and my mom for a really long time. I went to church as a little girl, but had no idea what it actually meant, what I was supposed to be doing. I just went because other people had went, and went to VBS, Vacation Bible School, because all my friends were going, and they were like, oh, Beth, that'd be a great time, I just went for the fun and games, didn't really know what I was doing. Well, then as time went on, 8th grade came around, and my friend Shayna was going to this church named Christian Faith Fellowship. And she's like, well, I think you should go. It's a really great church. We have fun. We eat on Wednesday nights. We have game time and Bible study, and then we go outside. So we just do different things, and we do field trips. I'm like, okay, sounds pretty good. So I was like, all right, I'll go with you. So I went with her one Wednesday night, and I'm like, this is great. Like, I really like it. And she was, good, you should come more often. Well, I started going. Well, I wasn't the greatest kid. We had a group of us that used to sit with each other and talk and be disrespectful and disruptive, and I got taken out of there a couple of times. But the one day I really, really made my teacher mad. And at that point I thought it was cool, because I was just me and my friends, I didn't really know anything about the Lord, and I didn't really care to know anything. I thought I knew everything. So I got kicked. I made her mad, so we all went into the bathroom and locked ourselves in. Well, my pastor's wife came running in and was mad, and she was like, Beth, I really like to talk to you. So she talked to me, and she said that, this is not what, people should do that are Christians. And I'm like, well, what does Christian even mean? So she was telling me about it, and learning more and more about God just brought my mind closer and closer. And I'm like, maybe this is something I want to do. I wasn't really sure. I was still only in 8th grade. So I was like, I'll let this time go. So I continued going there. I've been going to that church since 8th grade, still going there today. But I really like it. It brought me closer to people. My best friend is Genevieve at that church, and she's a Christian, and it brought me closer to her. And, seeing her go through it made me have a change in my life. I'm like, I should really do that. So it was my senior year, 2008, and I was debating. I was like, yeah, I'll give my life to the Lord. So, I'd start doing it, and then I'm like, no, why should I? I don't need him in my life. But after thinking and talking with my pastor's wife, it started hitting me. I was like, you know what? I really do need him. He can lead me to the right path and in the right direction. So February of 2009, I gave my life to the Lord. After that, I continued. I struggled because neither one of my parents are Christians. Nobody in my family is a Christian. Some of them go to church, but they swear and do a whole bunch of stuff. So, I don't really know if we consider that a Christian. In my mind, I thought it was a perfect life, but it's really not. So, I started going to church every Sunday and every Wednesday. Started hanging out with Christians, my Christian friends at church, talked to them, and they started telling me more. And then on Wednesday nights, when we got into Bible study, I got more interested. I'd start taking notes. I would want to read from the Bible. I wanted to sit up close to the teacher so that I could understand what she was saying and why she was saying it. My behavior changed. Well, then, after all that, we moved to a new church. Well, in 2012, I went to my pastor's wife, and I was like, I think it's time that I get baptized. And she goes, what? And I'm like, I really think that it's time. I need people to know my testimony, and I want others to know it because this has been a struggle through my life. And she goes, okay. So June 3rd, it was Father's Day in 2012. June 13th, I believe it was. spoke in front of the church, gave my testimony, and it was the most phenomenal thing I have ever did. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Then I just kept continuing to go to church. I mean, I skipped it a couple of times because I was sick, but other than that, I always went. But now knowing that the Lord is the most important thing in my life, I don't think I would ever stop following Him. It's changed my ways totally. I'm not the same person like I used to be. My attitude has changed. My personality has changed. A lot of things about me have changed, and I'm glad I got to share my testimony with you guys.